Welcome to another episode of Batavia Spotlight, where we get to know more about community organizations and businesses here in Batavia and in our local communities. I'm Ellen Huxtable, your host, and I'm very pleased to welcome Chris Faber, who's the Executive Director of Batavia Main Street. So thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Tell us about what is Main Street in general and what is Batavia Main Street?
So Main Street in general is a national program to represent, revitalize downtowns in all throughout America. Batavia Main Street specifically is our downtown partnership here in Batavia. So we are here to help revitalize, bring people to downtown, bring in new business, all that kind of good stuff surrounding downtown Batavia.
And so how do you go about that?
Well, we go about that in a few different ways. We have several events that we host throughout the year, and most of those are geared toward bringing people into downtown. So it's getting people to come down here. Maybe you come for Oktoberfest or come down for something that we're doing, block party event. But while you're down here, you see all the great things that downtown Batavia has to offer. So maybe you stop in and have dinner somewhere. We host the farmers market every Saturday throughout the summer. So come down for the farmers market and you stop and have lunch and you spend a little money downtown and you see what things are like and you remember, oh, hey, I want to come back and have dinner at Gaetano's and check out this place and stuff like that. So all the things we do are kind of geared toward getting people to come down, bring some economic development into downtown.
Great. Now I know you do a lot of things with the Chamber of Commerce, that the two of you partner very closely.
Yeah.
So how do you work that out?
It's a really good relationship. Holly's been great since I came on board here a few months ago. She's really helped me kind of adapt to a lot of things, and it's really nice to work together and to be in a city like Batavia where all of the nonprofits kind of get together and partner up on different things and support each other. We have kind of a monthly little lunch get together with the chamber and the park district and the school district and myself and the city as well, and we all kind of just sit down. It's informal. It's not really business. More just to kind of just chat, talk about what we're doing, but helps keep us all on the same page and keep that working, talking relationship going.
Now, how did you get to Batavia Main Street? It's been around for a number of years now, but you're relatively new to the position.
It's been around for 20 years. I started August 1st, and I came by way of North Aurora. So they told me that I needed to start referring to it as South Batavia when I came here, but we're going to leave it North Aurora for now because I'm not putting that on the ballot. But
no.
I was on the village board in North Aurora for 8 years and lived there for a while. And then for the past 4 or 5 years, I've been working on my own doing consulting in social media, digital marketing, things like that. So this opportunity opened up. I saw that they were looking for someone and kind of really fits all the sort of community directive stuff that I've been doing for most of my life. So I thought it was a good fit and decided to take a chance.
Wonderful. Now, if somebody wanted to volunteer or get more engaged with Main Street, how can they do that?
Yeah, volunteers are kind of the lifeblood of Main Street. That's what really makes all of our great events happen. And the best way to do that is to hit our website, downtownbatavia.com. We have a place on there where you can sign up to volunteer, fill out a form. You'll go into our database, and then we contact you when we do have volunteer opportunities. Here's what we're doing. Here's the shifts we need to fill. You can sign up for what interests you. Or you can always just shoot me an email, Christopher@downtownbatavia.com, and just catch up with us that way.
Excellent. Well, Chris, thank you so much for joining us and telling us about Main Street, and I hope a lot of people do begin engaged with this and excited by the possibilities. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Ellen.
We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. Welcome back to Batavia Spotlight. I'm Ellen Huxtable, and I'm here with Chris Owen, who's the head band instructor and a music teacher here at Batavia High.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good.
So tell us about band and marching band and the wonderful things that you guys are doing.
At Batavia High School, we've got 230 students in curricular band, that's band class, and about 110 students in marching band each year. Marching band runs, we start in the summer and goes all the way through about Halloween. And in the last couple of years, it's been really successful. We've ramped up our show concepts and started designing them in-house and brought in a lot of great people to help us and our students get better at musicians. And even with the success of our football team in the last few years, we started catering to the crowd a little bit more. So we do a separate show for our football games and a competition show that we'll take on the road on Saturdays and perform all throughout Illinois and the last few years in St. Louis.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's been fun.
So the marching band here is now competitive then?
Yep, it's our 10th competitive season.
And so what does that mean? What's the commitment that the students have to make in order to make this happen?
Yeah, it's an extensive commitment. So the students aren't allowed to do other sports or activities during the marching band season unless it doesn't conflict. We rehearse a couple nights a week and on Saturdays. And so if they have something else, say tennis or football or volleyball or a club sport, it's challenging to do those kinds of things because we require a lot of hours. But like I always say, if you put in the time, the more time that you put in, the better the product that you're going to get. And so the time's extensive, but the kids form these family units that are that permeate and stay with them for years and years to come. We have students that are in college and past the time that they've been in college and other competitive groups that still keep in touch with those students. I heard a dad talk a couple of months ago about how his daughter's section still comes over on Christmas Eve every year. And that 5-6 years ago. I was like, man, that's incredible. And it's all started freshman year when they walked in the doors at Batavia High School and joined a family that they didn't know they had. And now it sticks with them. My two best friends I met in high school in marching band. So they stood up in my wedding and I stood up in theirs. So it's something that sticks with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, the students that are there, I mean, they have the time commitment during the year, but then they also are on the road, and I know they come up back home at some wild hours at night from their competitions.
Yeah, Saturday's a long day. We tell the students and their parents, like, Saturday's an all-day commitment. Sometimes if we're traveling, it's a 5 o'clock wake-up call, and we're home at 1 a.m. But, like I said, it's one of those things, like, what I like to think about is like the band bus to and from the competition is almost more fun than competing itself. It's just like that's where you find those inside jokes that stay with you for forever and those forge those relationships with that person that you've always seen across the band room but never really got a chance to talk to. And then now that you speak with them and start to build that relationship in that section, it becomes one of your best friends. And we always talk about family as it being the most important part. Music's fun and it teaches you so much about yourself and about others, but having those positive relationships is really, really critical. And it's so much fun.
So how do students get involved? Do they sign up? Do they audition? What is the process?
You have to be a part of our music program unless you want to join Color Guard. Anyone can join Color Guard because there's no Color Guard training program at our middle school.
Right.
But if you are a part of band or orchestra or choir, we take anyone without any experience. So if you are see that on TV, if you're watching Big Ten football and you're like, I want to be a part of that, or you see us at a football game or in the homecoming parade and you say, this is something I want to do, and you don't play an instrument, we'll teach it to you. We'll teach you anything you want to do. If you want to make it happen, we will make it happen for you.
Excellent.
So the best way I would say for parents or students is give me a call, send me an email. We will find a way to get your student involved. Every time.
What about for parents and others that might be thinking, gee, this is something that my child really enjoys. How do I get involved with this?
Yeah, the parents at our competitions always seem to have more fun than the kids. It's true. They're always grilling up meat and playing cards and having a good old time. It doesn't matter if it's 40 degrees out or 80 degrees out.
And it's been both, right?
Yeah, it certainly has, especially in this weather that we're having now. Parents get involved once our student signs up for the group. We have a lot of parent meetings. We have a parent welcoming committee now where a couple parents that are veterans will call and maybe even go out and have a coffee with some of the parents to try to get them involved to say, hey, this is what it takes, because it takes an army of parents to get our students, 110 kids, from here to Downers Grove or from here to Normal or here to St. Louis. Man, oh man. Last year in St. Louis was the first time we stayed overnight at a school. And our parents were kind of like, I don't know how we feel about this. And the kids and parents came back and said, this was the best experience we've had in a long, long time. Just because of the camaraderie that we built. We were up at 4 a.m. that day, and they loved it. Loved it. I couldn't believe it. It was really, really neat experience. And so parents can get as involved as you want. If you don't have the time for that, we understand, but the parents forge relationships just like the kids do. My parents, my mom and dad are still in touch with the students that they were in the TF South Music Parents with 20 years ago, and they don't even live in town anymore. They still hang out. So it's like kids get together, parents get it, man. It's a blast.
And so you have needs for all sorts of volunteers,
Everyone.
right? Cooking, driving, uniforms, probably.
Yep, uniforms. We have parents, I want to say dads, but moms help too, build our props.
Oh,
so
wow.
we have parents build all of our wood staircases we used one year. Last year we had a number of different stages that moved around. We've had a number of different boxes and things like that, things that light up. So parents build all these things. One parent found eight tank batteries one year. How did they find that?
Hey, you needed
I don't
8
know,
tank
but
batteries. They found 8 tank batteries.
Yeah, exactly. So like there's parents that sew uniforms and change up our look every year. There's parents that build props. There's parents that chaperone and get students back and forth. There's parents that help students when they get sick at band camp.
Yeah.
That happens all the time, but it's an army, and every time that I think to myself, how do I do this? And the answer is I have great families that help out all the time.
So if somebody wanted to contact you to find out more about the program for their students or to volunteer since they already have students in program, how do they find you?
BataviaMusic.org is the high school music website. There's tons of resources, not only band, but band, orchestra, choir, swing singers, jazz band, marching band, all the opportunities we have here at the high school. My personal email address is chris.owen@bps101.net. I'd love to hear from you and see how we can find a spot for your student, not only in marching band, but band or orchestra or jazz or anything like that. We're 25% of the student body at Batavia is in music.
It's wonderful.
We love it. And so we have a spot for you, regardless if you're going to be in the Chicago Symphony in 2 years or just like playing the violin. We have a spot for you.
Well, thank you so much for
My
joining
pleasure.
us, Chris. Thank you. And we'll be right back after these words from our sponsors. Welcome back to Batavia Spotlight. I'm your host, Ellen Huxtable, and I'm very pleased to have Dominic Hansen, who is the Director of Operations for Funway Entertainment Center, here as our guest today. Dominic, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us, there's been lots of activity over at Funway. What's been happening?
Well, we are completely revamping our outdoor facilities at Funway. We are adding a new go-kart track, a new miniature golf course, and really giving the entire outdoor area of Funway a really big facelift.
So now, are you going to keep the old outdoor track and add another whole track alongside of it then?
Yes, actually, on the old Producers
Yes.
property to our south, we already actually have built a full new go-kart track, and that will be in addition to the old track.
What's going to be the difference?
The new track, which will be named the Fast Track, is going to be our adult track for older ages, likely around 14 years and up. And the original track that we've had will be for our younger guests.
Okay. And so beyond the tracks then, you said you were doing new things with the miniature golf course. Is that being totally redone or
Yes.
moved or other fun things with that?
The old miniature golf course was completely taken out, 100% removed, brand new course, big upgrade for us. It will be 18 holes. 9 holes of that will be ADA accessible as well.
Oh, that's
Which is
something-
awesome.
That is great. So that'll be something that's new for the community, something that is really very much needed in the community.
Right. We welcome a lot of ADA groups for our bowling center, actually. So a lot of them are very excited to see that as a summer activity they can do with us as well.
So now, beyond the brand new Outback that you have back there, there's lots and lots of things to do at Funway all year round. Can you give us a little bit of a rundown on that for people that might not know your facility that well?
Sure. The major things would be the bowling, roller skating, the arcade. We also do have laser tag, bumper cars, food, and fun.
Something for everybody then.
Just about.
And so now I know that you also have a party room there so people can book the various parts of the enterprise for their parties and other gatherings.
We do, yeah. We have groups anywhere from 10 to, we've had upwards of 600-700.
Really?
And our private rooms are generally around 300, and we also have a smaller room that suits up to about 100.
So what ages are good for coming out to Funway and having a good time?
Pretty much 3 to 99. So very, very wide range. Just about anybody can find something to do.
And you mentioned your food. I've eaten there, and I love your food availability. You also had a bar there, did you not, by the bowling alley?
We do, yep. A full-service bar as well, in addition to the Funway Grill.
So that if somebody wanted to have an adult activity there that has beer and wine and drinks of that sort, they can certainly don't have to discount Funway as being just a place for the kids.
Definitely. Quite often we find the 3-year-old, 4-year-old birthday parties are halfway for the parents as well.
Well, I think that makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. Now, you hire people for the season beyond your regular staffing when you hire help for Funway?
You mean for the summertime?
Yeah.
We increase our team a little bit during the summertime. We actually don't have any seasonal help.
Really?
We don't lay off anybody during the wintertime or anything like that. We have a slightly larger staff during the summer. It helps that our college students come back from school. We add probably around 15 to 20 members during the summer, and it kind of naturally reduces into the wintertime. So we have a good amount of repeat employees year to year between
So
schools.
it works out well. So who makes a good employee for Funway? I mean, who are the people that enjoy it and that work well with your clients?
Well, as you would probably guess, the extroverts, the people that enjoy, making other people smile, that have a good time when other people are having a good time. We do work, a lot of nights and weekends, so if somebody can have fun with other people having fun, that's the best situation.
And if people wanted to know more about the kinds of things that you have at Funway, can just contact you, or do you have a website that they can use to find out more?
Yeah, funway.com is a great resource. My sister actually manages the site. She does very well. It's constantly updated. You can see hours for any individual day. They let you know about everything we have going on, if anything might be blocked out, such as bowling for our leagues. But you can always give us a ring as well.
Now, Funway is a true family business here in Batavia, isn't it?
It is.
So how long has your family been associated with Funway?
My dad purchased in 1990. He has ran it on his own that whole period of time. My sister and I joined on board, as soon as we could. I've been on full-time since I graduated for 4 years now. My sister, 6 years full-time. So.
And you've done everything possible in Funway yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, from the mascot all the way up.
I didn't realize the mascot. So were you one of the roller skating mascots?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Loyalty Day Parade.
Yes.
Been in it all.
Yes. I've often wondered where those roller skating mascots came from, because it's nice to find the bear and the whoever else going down the street on your roller skates.
Yep.
I'm proud to meet one of the roller skating mascots of Funway. I didn't realize that. So if people wanted to come into Funway to have a party or to try out the track and things like that, most of the things are open, as you said, unless there's a special party that's blocked out for bowling leagues. So people can just pretty much drop by during the hours that are open. They can check the website for that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So once again, tell people where they can find more information about Funway, and by all means, check it out. It's going to be wonderful. They're going to be ready to open the Outback this summer.
Yeah. Keep your eye on funway.com. We'll have the go-kart track open early May, as well as the miniature golf and the Outback that we will be renaming to Funway's Backyard.
Excellent. And there's funway.com, and people can find you there. Dominic, thank you so much for updating us. There's wonderful things happening at Funway, and we appreciate learning about them and going out and enjoying it all. So thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining us for another episode of Batavia Spotlight. I'm your host, Ellen Huxtable. Catch up with previous episodes on our website, mybatv.com, and follow us on Facebook at BATV 1017. Thanks for watching.